And this, Ted, has been devastating to your business. The start and stop and start and stop, and I was sort of slogging through some of the rules on the governor's website, and I don't know how any restaurant or brewery can even comply with this stuff.
No, it never made any sense. Not only was it difficult for us, but all of our clients are bars and restaurants, and we just watched one after another fail. Kentucky's failure rate is somewhere between 25 and 30%, where nationally it's around 17%. The laws made they were so nonsensical. I'm a chemical engineer. Prior to my life in the brewery world, I owned a chemical company where we did cleaning and sanitation of food processing plants. So I know a little bit about microbes and how they grow and how you kill them. The rules that were put in place where you had to sit outside in a tent inside, but you couldn't sit inside a building, was just, I mean, that's crazy. Then once they did open up the restaurants, it was at very limited capacity. You couldn't sit at a bar, but you could sit at a bar at a table. So they put little plexiglass sheets up in between booths, and that made as if the virus couldn't go around the plastic bin. Anyone that could light up, if that were the case, you'd be able to smoke in one booth and not another booth. But obviously, it's going to transfer. So none of these rules made any sense. They were difficult to follow, almost impossible to enforce, and the enforcement was very selective. So it was a cluster from the word go. And we had one of our locations had a very favorable, very friendly health inspector. And when she learned that there was a 50% capacity, she came in, pulled the capacity plaque off of our wall, and put up a new one that had double capacity. So basically, the health inspector's telling us the governor was crazy.
Yeah. There's now data to support that argument. It never really made sense in the first place from my perspective, because I always felt like local knowledge and your ability as a restaurateur or proprietor to protect your employees and your customers probably was more robust than some governor. And I won't pick on the governor of Kentucky per se, but a lot of governors decided these things from the top down about things that they knew, industries and businesses they knew nothing about in the first place. So you end up with this thing that even, I think it was the Washington Post this week, called COVID safety theater, where we sort of pretend to be cautious about things, but we're doing things that don't really matter at all, just to make bureaucrats feel better about themselves.